What's up? And I am back with another 444 video. Woo! Hello there. Let me just acknowledge you real quick. Hey. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, come on in. There's plenty of room for you. But if you've already been here, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Can I just say, today we are feeling so abundant. Today we are feeling so at peace. We are feeling the joy and we are feeling the pureness of the love that is coming from the rays of the heavens. But I am just enjoying this sun, so I'm just gonna soak it up and just let it absorb in my body. But before we hop into this video, I do want to say like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry it took me a minute to get there, but comment and subscribe and repost this video so other people can see it too, because you ain't gonna be the only one getting a message. Share it with everybody that you know so that they also can change their lives with the words from universe through me to you. Okay?
Slim, thick, curvy with them hips. Real quick, can I get a sip? I don't miss, I just do my best. It's okay, cause I don't need no boyfriend.
Today's video is all about how we know we have toxic parents. We're just gonna talk about it. And I'm just gonna tell you some things that I've experienced growing up, and I do want to leave this all on one major question. Oh, I'm shifting from the sun, so you guys are gonna see the side of my face. But toxic parents. For me, going right into the video, a couple of things that I've experienced with toxic parents is when they are in and out of your life. Your parents pick and choose when they want to parent. And that's not just saying that they're just being toxic, because sometimes they're unaware they're even doing that. But when they're in and out of your life because they have their own life to live, we understand that. But I'm 5 years old. I kind of need you. When they're in and out of your life, that's something I experience. Also, when your parents do this thing where they try to live their life through you. I know a lot of women have experienced this because I've been conversating with a couple of people, and you've experienced, like a parent trying to live their life out of you, but instead of like encouraging you to just be who you want to be, they start to go they start to think about themselves at your age and think like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you like him? No, you want to do that. Instead of just encouraging, like, hey, when I was your age, I went through that. It wasn't good, but you're a completely different person and you can experience what you need to, in a healthy way, of course. It really kind of made me get confused as to not only what I wanted, but who I was as a person. And I'm not going to sit here and say that like that was the worst part of being a child, but that did psychologically alter my thought process of how confident I was in myself and also who I allowed to be in my life. It kind of made me have trust issues with every single person in the whole world. And I realized I opened up my trust issues barely last year, like 25 years old. Barely decided to let people in as of last year. Open up about my spirituality, open up about my psyche, open up about a lot of different things that people don't know about me necessarily. Well, now you know. Another thing is when you have a father figure in your life and they were not a part of your life. Let's say you have a father figure who's just stubborn, who just stuck in his own ways. You can't really talk to him. You can't open up. When you get older, he says to you, I know what's best. And then you really sit there and you sit back and you're just like, you know what's best. But yet you want me to go out and find a man that was everything you weren't. I'm being honest. Brutally, but I'm being honest. So yes, I'm going to take your advice because you're going to show me what I don't want. Am I right? But listen, or you can have a mother in your life she's doing her job. She's doing what she needs to do. But the minute you come to her and you question one thing, hey, why were you like this? Or why did you do this? And they hit you with that, don't question me. But I'm curious because not only do I want to take your advice on how you did things, but I want to make sure that I know how you did it so I can make sure I don't do the same thing that you do. So I'm not judging your lifestyle. I just want to know how not to fuck up. Excuse my language. But how to not mess up. Like, if your parents are so unhealthy to the point where they can't teach you how to do things right because they're probably like 50, 60 years old still trying to figure it out, at least ask them this one question. Ask them, say, can you show me what not to do? If you can't show me what to do the right way, can you at least please be a parent and show me what not to do? Because yeah, you may have failed. Generally, you may have failed at this as a parent, but I want to know how you failed. Because if you show me that 333, if you show me that you failed in this way and you weren't there the way you should have been, or tell me exactly how you failed. I don't want to hear no, you think that I'm judging your lifestyle, you think that I'm blaming you, because I'm not blaming you. I generally, as a child of yours, I want to know what you did right and what you did wrong. We sit there and we look at our parents and we know that they have unhealthy ways, and sometimes we blame them. We do. We point our fingers and we go, you, and all of that nonsense. But at the same time, it's like we can learn from their mistakes, you know. And I have the blessing and the privilege of like having several older siblings than me, boys and girls, and I got to watch them mess up a lot. And then that helped me in areas like, I'm still messing up, don't get me wrong, but that was like an indicator that like you on the right path or you're not. Just watching them, I'm like, oh, my sister went off and did this and she was like that, or my brother did this and he was like that. Like I didn't turn out so good for them, so thank you for messing up in that area, so I know not to go that way. So thank you guys. Try, if you can, look at your parents like that. Like, don't blame them for the way that they are and stuff. Just look at like as an example of like what you want and what you don't want, because that way you actually find, like, you know, you find a rose in a concrete, like you find a needle in a haystack. You find something that's been hard to find, but sometimes you'll find it in observing their bad ways, not just their good ways, not just their bad ways, and vice versa. But yeah, not to confuse you guys on this whole subject or the concept of this video. This video is really about like the next generation. They pay attention. They will reenact. Like they will learn what you do when you do it. You know, like most of y'all laugh when little kids is cussing and they're like 2 years old. And then when they turn 18, you wonder why they cussing you out. Make sure that we're letting our children and the generation below us know that some things are okay and some things are not. And when you do mess up, and when they notice you messing up and they tell you, why you do that, you know, don't get mad at them for noticing something that you were flawed at. You encourage them. You say, you know what, I messed up, and next time I'm gonna do better. And you tell them why you messed up and how you messed up, so that when they go through it, they understand. You know, in church, when they say, don't have sex, don't have sex, don't have sex, don't have sex. And we don't ever really know why not to have sex. We know, oh, a baby comes out of sex. But what if one day you want a baby? Then you're going to go have sex because you want that baby. And it's going to be with the wrong person or the right person. Or it could be with anybody, you know? It's a world we live in. But you don't ever know why. But if they start telling you, like, don't because of this, this, and this, and this, and this, and all the energies and the mixing and all of that stuff, then you understand that, like, oh, okay. Like, you understand why not to do something instead of just someone telling you that it's bad, or they should tell you why. Like me, my favorite word is why. I hate everybody with why. And I know some people get offended. They're like, man, why are you always so curious? Like, or why does it matter? Like, but I'm only saying why because if you go out with a boy and you go out with another boy the next day, you go out with another boy the next day, and then you go, I don't like any of them. Then you go the next week, you go out with the same ones over and over and over. Then I'll be like, why you do that? I'm not judging you for doing that. I just want to know why, like, so that I don't do the same thing, because I'm going to see you do it and I'm going to think it's okay. So why you do that, you know? Well, that's pretty much it. But, you know, people just, they have their ways and I'm not going to judge them. But don't get offended when someone asks you why, because if you don't know, if you don't have an answer for what it is you're doing and your actions, like a parent, if your kid comes to you one day and they tell you why you were like that, you know, and you don't got an answer for them because they want to understand. That way they can either release that out of their heart and move on, or they can understand it better so they don't have to do the same thing that you did. Parent 101. I'm not a parent myself, so, you know, don't sit here and think that I'm judging anybody or anything like that, but I'm a child, you know, and I'm always going to be somebody's child. As a child, you want to learn too. Just as much as the parents make mistakes and do things and understanding, but you want to learn too, trust me. But I'm going to just leave it on that note. But the question that I did want to leave you with is, why aren't we asking why? Instead of blaming somebody or getting mad, and this can relate to so many different things, but I'm going to keep this on the subject of parents. Just ask your parents why, you know? If they don't have an answer for you, then that's their loss. Genuinely, they're lost. Block them. No, I'm just kidding. They don't have an answer for you. Just ask them why. They don't want to give you an answer. You know what it means? That they don't have one and they don't know. They don't know. And sometimes we don't know the answer to everything. Parents definitely don't know the answer to everything. If they're a real one, they're going to say, hey, you know why? Because I was young and I was stupid and I didn't care, or I treated you like this and I judged every person you dated because I pretend to not care, but I cared so much about you. But you know, like the fathers be trying to put up that, you know, like you can't date, but they love you so much they don't want you to get hurt. When you ask why, you know, it goes a long way. Regardless, you're going to discover something new. You're going to discover that they don't have an answer, or you're going to go out there and you're going to find the answer for yourself. And I just really want to say, you guys are so amazing. You are so beautiful. You are abundant. You are prosperous. Everything you ever want is going to come to you, because it's going to come to you when you need it. And it's going to come to you at the right time. So don't ever think that you are going unnoticed because the world's not seeing you. I promise you, deep down in your heart, you already know this. Deep down in your heart, whatever is broken down in there, it's going to get healed. Because you are going to accept it right now. You are going to just say, I am healed. I am accepting this healing right here, right now. And I'm sending you this energy. And I want you to get better. And I want you to feel better. And most importantly, I want you to let go. Just let go. Let go of the worries, the thoughts, and anything that's not serving you. Namaste. Happy 444. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Thank you.